Chat, it is time. It is time for everybody. The most anticipated donation league of the history of donation leagues. It is time for Doomwake to play a control deck. I know, they said it couldn't be done. But it turns out, money talks. So if you pay me, then I'll play blue-white control. There's not too much to talk about here. I guess the one thing that I will mention is Logic Knot as a counterspell is really cool with Up the Beanstalk. That's kind of, I think, why we only have 3 actual counterspells. But yeah, Solitude, Binding, couple Shark Typhoons. Main deck Commandeers, which are interesting. But, I mean, it's control. It's a bunch of blue-white cards. I don't know what else to say. Metamorphs in the sideboard are kind of interesting. But let's see how it does. Yeah, splashing for beans. I have a question. Why are we playing control? Because somebody paid me to. You have a question? That's not the emote. Is Pioneer atrocious? No. Pioneer's great. Well, you didn't type the I have a question emote, so how do I know you are actually asking a question? How am I supposed? I can't. I'm not a mind reader, you know. Opponent mulls to 5. Based. Hence the question mark. Yeah, but that's not what you do when you ask a question. There's an emote that specifically says I have a question. And that is a requirement. If you are asking me a question, you have to type the emote out. This is going to be a revelation, Mikey. This card is better than the One Ring. I know. Crazy concept, but it is. A lot of people have not come to terms with that, especially like some of the 4-color players that insist that Ring is better. But they'll come around eventually. Cool. Alright, our opponent mulled the 4. No, not my beans. Not my beans. I don't know if they should ban Ring and Beans. If I was in charge of the ban list, I would ban Grief and Beans, and I think that's it. I think everything else is fine. But after watching Spike today, I'm kind of at the point where I'm coming around to a Bean ban. I'm coming around to it. That shit sucks. Somebody had suggested banning Grief and Fury because Fury is a hit to the 4-color decks, and I kind of don't hate that. I think that's reasonable too. But again, you can't just ban Grief because these Bean decks are too good if the only ban is Grief. Like, this deck is just broken if there's no Grief. It's sick to say, but Grief is kind of keeping these decks in check. What about banning just Fury? No, I think you still also have to ban Grief. Because I think Grief is more of a problem than Fury. If they ban Fury, I would just switch to blue-black scam with Grief and maybe 4 Undying cards. Yeah, or you could just be like black-white, right? Like black-white with Grief Solitude. People played those decks before. I do want to play Chalice here, I think. Guess we'll just fetch Island Plains. Go. I want to fetch Island Plains because I don't want to be forced to fetch Island since I want to have a basic Plains in play just in case they eventually resolve a Blood Moon. Chalice sucks versus Scam. Yeah, I mean, it's okay on 1 because you can stop Ragavans and their Scam stuff, but by the time Chalice is relevant, they've usually already cast all those cards. So I kind of agree with you. I think in the post-board games we'll take out Chalice. But this is main deck, so can't cut cards in a game 1 situation. Unless you're cheating, and I don't condone that. I would recommend not cheating. Only at FNM. Only at FNM. Is it time? Is it time? No, it's not time. Never mind. It was almost time. Until I drew this. 2 mana. Alright, fine. They know about the counterspell. Hardcast. I mean, I'm not going to cycle it now, so if I draw a land, maybe I'll hardcast. Tree mana. Nah, I'm good. I'm good, dog. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Might have missed your comment earlier. Doom had a work call pop up. Did you mention your thoughts on keeping Venser in the list? I'm most sus about keeping that 75 and try out the list. No, Venser is broken. Every time we set up the Venser lock with the thing, Venser was cracked. Because once you have it with Prodigy, you just bounce 2 lands. And then you go Ephemerate my Venser, bounce 2 more lands. And like we did that against Burn and just made them pick up all of their permanents. It was so good. So I wouldn't cut the Vensers. I almost want more Vensers. We're gonna hardcast? No, I don't think so. Orcish Bowmaster. Are they gonna terminate my Shark token? Sure. That's fine. You got it, Chief. You got it, Chief. Well, they would have played Bowmaster if they had it, right? I'll hardcast this. Go. Chat wanted a hardcast. Well, I drew a tap land anyway, so how was I going to hardcast it? Got some sick tech for the Bean Pile matchup, planning on trying in the challenge Saturday. Is it better or worse than Narset? Also, this deck should probably be playing some number of Narsets, right? You're going to Blood Moon me? Whole different angle. Okay, I'm with you, I'm with you. Yeah, dude, it was so much fun, Bajan. Is it time for Subway Surfers? Colligan's Command? I mean, I guess if they have Not Dead after all, we're kind of fucked. They have Ragavan? Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. That's fine. I was pretty worried if they had Not Dead after all there. I guess I still have Solitude, so it wouldn't be that bad. Kill this. Alright, opponent. You are allowed to concede the game at any time. 104.3a. A player may concede the game at any time. Anytime. May end up being laughably bad, but I don't want to embarrass myself without testing it. That's fair. Yeah, I guess I got punished for casting the Chalice, huh? Just let this resolve. Now they take Solitude. I mean, it's annoying, because I do have to 2-for-1 myself. And I could have avoided this if I just didn't play the Chalice. So I could have been up a card with the Solitude. I mean, it's still fine, like... Just down an extra resource. Okay. Crack this. I'll just get a forest. Where are my beans at? Where are my beans at, bro? Why you no fetch Triome? Because I kind of want to draw it to cycle it. Like if I draw a land, you know what I mean? Just gonna pass. Song is in the bottom left, Wild Child. You should also be able to type !song, and the bot should read it and see if it can pick it up. Oh, you're good, no worries. Yeah, if only there was a 3-mana card that would allow us to tutor for Bean. Do I have a basic island left? I think I do, right? I'll just play Tef. This 3-mana card? Pretty much. Yeah, there's 3 islands. Now I remember that. What was the final record with the Wizard deck? 4-in-1, Dadge. The only deck that we lost to was the Spike 4-color Cascade Beans deck. We beat Scam twice and Burn twice. Honestly, it felt pretty powerful. I was really impressed with it. Oh, okay. Alright, what do you want to do against Scammaz? Definitely want Purge. Do I want Subtlety against Scam or no? Cut Chalice. Cut Commandeer. I could bring in like 1 Subtlety maybe. Yeah, you should be able to type !deck, and that'll bring you to the Moxfield page that has all of my decks. Cut Wraths. I don't want to cut all my Wraths. I can bring it. I don't know if I want all 3 subtleties anyways. I think this is pretty good. I guess Verdict is hard to cast under Moon, but you just want to do this then? 3 subtlety, no Wrath. Seems fine. Don't cut any Wraths. Claudio, I got paid to do this, alright? This shit ain't free. There's always a price, okay? There's always a price. I'm gonna do 1 Wrath, 2 subtlety, I think. Metamorph crazy tech. I don't think it's good in this matchup, is it? Like, I kind of imagine you only want this against the ring decks. But I guess you could argue that you can copy their Fury with it. And it's castable under Blood Moon. Claudio, have you had to play against Aspiring Spike's new deck yet? I played against it once last league. Not a fan. Not a big fan. You don't play Modern. That's just not true at all. Haven't you top 8'd like 3 of the last 5 challenges or whatever, or some shit like that? You suffer through Modern? That's fair. That's fair. So you play it because you feel required to, as it were. Chat, I got a question. This is your hourly follower check. Is there anybody in the chat that is not currently following the stream? We're trying to get some more followers, so if you're not following, would appreciate you hitting that follow button. Only if you're not following, of course. If you're already following, then fine. Puggers. Maybe WotC will announce pure Modern format on Monday instead of bans. Dude, I would fucking love that. That would be insane. Getting a basic here, right? I'm not going to cast Beans on 2 into their face-up Bowmaster. Well, I get VIP mod if I follow. Well, you're already following, so... Okay, this is also probably better for me, because now I can just pending this. I kind of want to find a way to get a basic Plains, though. It's too easy. This game is so unbelievably easy. Because now I don't care if they resolve Blood Moon. I think this play was right. I guess it's still annoying if they resolve Blood Moon, because I go Tef uptick, they can put Tef to 4, and then if they have Fury, they can just kill it. But if I bounce Blood Moon, they just replay it. Okay, well, they also just have nothing, and I drew Celestial Purge, so... Easy game. Next turn we can Beans with Counterspell up. Magic is just comically easy. I don't know if I've played an easier matchup as of late than Blue-White Narset versus the Cascade Beans deck. Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're playing Narset, but, like, how many people are actually playing Narset? I guess that's just because the metagame hasn't adjusted yet. But, yes, Narset is one of the best cards against Spike's deck. I think I'd rather Purge that than Counterspell that. Do I get a basic Forest? Kind of would rather just have more blue mana, right? Skip Breeding Pool. Because we have Counterspell for Blood Moon anyways. I guess life consideration, maybe I should get a Forest. This one's kind of close. This is probably the closest decision I've had all game. Whether to get a basic or not here. I'm going to get a Breeding Pool. Kind of feels right to me. Yeah, Logic Knot with Beanstalk. Oh my god, this is so good. Honestly, I'll probably cast a Counterspell this turn, just so I can go Beanstalk Logic Knot next turn. Disgusting. Disgusting. 4 mana. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Alright, now we can get a Forest. Do. Is this a Bean stream? It is now. Always has been. I can just take a hit from this. I can hold up Counterspell this turn. It just doesn't matter. Nothing really matters. I am at 8. I accept. Come on. Play a spell into my Logic Knot, please. Shark Typhoon. Okay, I'll pass. Now we can go Shark Typhoon for 1, trade, and hold up Counterspell. Blackleaf Cliffs. Teferi seems like a good play. Teferi is worse into Bowmaster, I think. I guess I was going to say Teferi is worse into... Well, no, this is probably worse into Bowmaster, right? I mean, it doesn't matter because I have a Counterspell either way. Yeah. I was thinking if they had double Bowmaster, but, like, both lines are bad against double Bowmaster. I guess you could argue maybe Teferi is better against double Bowmaster, because then I can rip Solitude mid-main phase. It's probably fine. You'll die if they have 2 orcs. I won't die, right? Like, I Logic Knot the first one, they play the other one, then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, I go to 4. I know that, but I'm saying they can respond to Teferi. See what I'm saying? Like here, if they have double Bowmaster, they just respond to Teferi. They have at least 1, I know. Oh, well, never mind. They don't have 1. Just kidding. Go. You regret all the things you said to me. I don't know what the hell's their hand then. I guess Furies? This deck is like cheating. Casting this card just feels like I'm cheating. It's so fucked up. Isn't this like a $5 uncommon now? I think I checked Cool Stuff today and they had some in stock, but I think they were like $4 or $5. $3. That's still a lot for an uncommon. Yeah, they don't know about the Boneheimers. Disgusting. How much do I have to delve? X is 3, right? It's 5 or more. God, this is just a lot, man. This is a lot. Counter your spell, draw 2 cards. Like, what are we doing here? Remember when Path to Exile was 7? Yeah, before it got reprinted into the ground. Yeah, Lrien, draw 5. Hello? Now it's fun to play against Scam. Yeah, but I hate playing these decks. You know that. You know I hate playing these decks. Do I even cast Lrien here? Probably. Like, what are they gonna do? draw 5. Oh my god, dude. What the hell? Why do it as a sorcery? Because I want to find an untapped land for Counterspell. Yeah, see? Because I didn't have an untapped land. I will discard... I guess I should power move here. I should probably discard, like, 2 good cards. Just to show them they're dead. Nah, it's fine. Alright. 7 spells, your turn, anyone's game. What are your thoughts about Aspiring Spikes being Cascades deck? I think that deck is broken. I've only played 1 match against it, but I felt helpless. Like, I just had 0 chance. Why are they still playing? Well, they're actually not playing anymore. So, there's your answer. Maybe if you ban the elementals, you get back to a point where, like, modern pre-MH2, which was all just, like, dual decks Heliod versus Prowess, two ships passing in the night, nobody was really... I mean, I don't know. The Prowess deck did interact with people. It's like, it's not fair to say the Prowess deck didn't interact. But it did kind of have that 2 ships passing in the night kind of vibe. It's really tough. There's like the thing about modern is there's no good one answer. There's not a good way to like get back to reality, I guess as it were. Yawgmoth. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, the elementals, they do interact, like they are removal spells, right? So I don't think it's fair to say that the elementals are not interactive, because I think they are. It's just like what you're pairing them with, right? Like, I mean, you could argue that if there were no Not Dead After Alls, if there were no Up the Beanstalks, if there were no ways to generate, I think I have to hold up mana here in case they grist. If there were no ways to like generate cards or like turn the elementals into pluses, then maybe they're not as good. You know, I don't know. It's tough to say. Oh my god. Okay, I was gonna say they can actually play around Logic Knot here. If they play Grist, I fetch, they respond to my fetch and just eat my fetch. And then I wouldn't be able to Logic Knot their Grist. That would have been a sick heads up play. This is kind of awkward, isn't it? I guess I just bounced the Cauldron. Let's get this. Let's get Island. I don't really care if they kill Teferi. I kind of want them to play more stuff into my Verdict anyways. Sure. X is 0, so they're going to get a Dryad Arbor. Okay. Bounce this. Yeah, that's fine. Your turn. So they go kill Teferi, land Yawgmoth, and be slam verdicts. They get to draw 2 cards. 3 cards, actually. If they want to. Okay, they're not playing Yawgmoth. Attack Teferi for 2. It's fine. Would like to find an actual answer to this Cauldron. Like a Binding or a Prismatic Ending. Okay, that's good. So I think I want to save the Solitude for a Yawgmoth, so I'm just going to get a Plains and play Verdict here. Just play a little bit of cleanup duty. They do get this back, which is kind of annoying. It sucks we don't have another white card in hand. But we could potentially Bean into one next turn, where we can go Beanstalk, draw a white card, Solitude something, and hold up Counterspell. Counter that. What ban was that? I don't remember what ban was that. I think it was an AT. Was it ADTR? Might have been. Am I playing the Forbidden deck? No, this is just blue-white control. Green this, Bean into a white card. It's a white card. Not exactly the white card we were looking for, but it is a white card nonetheless. Get rid of this. They just let it go. I think there's no reason to shock here. You can hold up Logic Knot. Oh, was it Point North? Okay. Yeah, Point North Gasoline. Now that sounds right. Orcish Bowmaster. Probably should counter that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm delving my entire graveyard just so they have less fodder for Soul Cauldron. Chalice kind of a brick here. Yeah, that song is good. Commandeer a chord. Imagine they chord for 5, and then I can get a Solitude. Because I have nothing to get. I only have 4 Solitudes in my deck. But if they do it for X equals 5 for some reason, then I can do it. Not attacking with Young Wolf. Interesting. Eldritch Evolution. Okay, I'll steal that. I can just get a Solitude. Subtlety. Subtlety's in the board. Your mouth. Wait. Oh, I can't get the Solitudes because it's right. It would need to be mana value 2. Okay. Well, I think that play was still right. Right, I forgot it was mana value gated. You sack nothing. Yeah. But it's dependent on mana value, so I can't get anything. It's okay. Logic not great here. Do I Chalice on 3 just to draw a card? 3 cuts off Teferi, so that's probably not a good idea. Chalice on 1. Yeah, it does cut off a lot of stuff. Chalice on 1, pick up Kaheera. Because I'm not really countering anything with Logic Knot this turn anyways. Unless I just go land go and don't pick up Kaheera, which is also reasonable. But I think I'll give them 1 turn. I guess they want the Might in the graveyard for Cauldron. Your turn. Kaheera beatdown, baby. Kaheera beatdown. We can Logic Knot for 3, right? Fetch plus, yeah, fetch and Logic Knot for 3, so we can draw a card off Beans. I'm going to keep the fetch in play. That's fine. Just going to keep playing my lands. This game feels over, I think. Just going to keep the fetch lands uncracked. I could Prismatic Ending this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that's fine, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Draw. So they could have found Bowmasters. The game has ended. Alright, cool. That was sick. Okay, what do we want against Yawgmoth? I do appreciate my opponents just conceding and not having to make me play this out. It is nice. This must be the best feeling for control players. You think Teferi's bad? It's pretty good against Cord and Bowmaster. Also, what's good? Purge Subtlety? 1 Stony. I actually kind of vibe with that. Cauldron is a pain in the ass. Yeah, Purge is good because it answers Bowmaster and Yawgmoth and Grist. Is Teferi really my worst card? No, Commandeer's heinous, right? Yeah, Commandeer's heinous. Chalice is pretty bad too, I think. Nice Commandeer earlier. You like it? I mean, the other option was let it resolve and they get Grist, so I couldn't beat the Grist. So I think it was correct. Would we rather have Teferi or Subtlety? Maybe 2 of each. Could do 2 of each. Let's try that. Metamorph, so I have my own Yawgmoths. What the hell am I sacrificing to my Yawgmoths? I don't have creatures in my deck. They don't do anything. 5 land Counterspell Binding, huh? This one's kind of sus. I really don't like this hand. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. With control decks, it's kind of hard to mulligan hands like this, but I think I am going to mulligan. Just because we have this card in our deck. Yeah, easy keep this, put back Temple Garden. Play second Metamorph, exile Grist with a Cauldron. Oh, Metamorph their Yawgmoth, then Metamorph their Cauldron, exile Grist. I'm with ya. Mana Dork Grist. I mean, I had the binding, right? So it's not that bad. I could still just binding it. But I agree, it's not ideal. That's fine. What's up, Curd Brothers? Brother. Way too many times. Ooh. I think I'm going to save the ending. Just don't really care about this card. Oh, yeah, the Super League last night was dope. I got insanely lucky in both of my matches. Like, that game against Gavin, where I just drew back-to-back-to-back Cascade spells when I had nothing in hand, and I needed all 3 of them in that exact order, was ridiculous. So this is Bowmaster. Yeah, I just don't care. Like, whatever. Take an extra point of damage. They just don't have it? Okay, yeah. It's just not that big of a deal. Oh, they just didn't have it. Okay, cool. So they have Grist. Also fine, I can pending that. Yeah, it's fine. Stop! Come on! How do they always hit twice? Every time, man. Every time. Alright, I'll take one. Yawgmoth players are actually the luckiest. Is there any chance it's Tef? No, there's no way it's Tef. This is Jover. For who? I don't think I'm in that bad of a spot. They play Yawgmoth, I'm in a bad spot. What if they just don't have Yawgmoth? Society, if they didn't have Yawgmoth. They definitely have Yawgmoth. They really do always have it. God, and like them hitting the second insect too, where if they only hit one insect, they couldn't do this line. Just like so disgusting. I mean, skill issue to be honest. Like, really just a skill issue. Yeah, definitely a skill issue. Yeah, draw a million cards. I can't do anything about it. Yeah. Did they mill Wolf? Basically, yeah. This was essentially milling Wolf there. It was so perfect for them. Best possible. If they had one less token, they wouldn't have been able to cast this, and if they didn't put a Yawgmoth into play that turn, we can't lose this game. Now we definitely can lose this game. I think we're still ahead, but we can lose. Maybe I should have held this to cycle. Do. Alright, verdict. Verdict. That's pretty good. That is certainly a card. Now we have double counterspell. Could be alright here. Depending on what their follow-up is. Your turn. Has Modern hurt you recently? Show me on the Stuffy Doll where Modern touched you. Oh, because I'm playing a blue-white deck? Yeah. Look, it turns out that... Oh, they have Force of Vigor? You think that's resolving? What do you think this is? But it turns out you'll play anything for a certain amount of money. You think that Force of Vigor is ever resolving here, buddy? I don't think so. Not on my watch. Actually, it's 25. Stop. I said no. I said no. Stop. Stop it. Get some help. You have another Yawgmoth, maybe? I'll take one. I need to draw well still. I think it's probably okay to just put Kaheera in play this turn. Yeah, I don't see a big issue with that. Should be alright. Because, like, sure, I can purge Yawgmoth, but I can just do that on my turn too, right? Why is that in my deck? Why is what in my deck? Purge? They played the card Yawgmoth Lrien Physician. Stop it! Stop! Stop! Okay, that was the punishment. Yeah, they're a Yawgmoth deck. I think it's right to bring in Purge against Yawgmoth. They have this, Grist, and Bowmaster. I think Endurance or Subtlety is better against Murktide when playing Rhinos. Definitely Endurance. Because you can even get into spots where you Endurance when they go for a heat. Like they heat your Rhino and you Endurance them in response. That sequence is too good. Subtlety is only good against exactly the card Murktide region. Like whenever you have to Subtlety a Channeler or a Ragavan, you feel horrendous. It's just not a good exchange. And also Endurance, like, actually eats their Channeler as opposed to Subtlety trading for their Channeler. So I just think all around Endurance is way better. Yeah, it feels like we're dead. Kind of seems that way, huh? I think we're going to go to game 3 here in just a momento. Tough when they draw double Force Boseiju. Like, I counted the first two forces, but they still had Boseiju for Leyline. Kind of tough. Well, you know what time it is. Chat, you know what time it is. Well, I got distracted by the sub. Goosenator, thank you for forwarding the gifted sub. I appreciate that, Goosenator. Thank you very much. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I'm throwing hard. I'm definitely throwing hard. Oh yeah, I'm dead. Doing 5 dono decks tonight. Well, this is actually the Subway Surfers is actually a dono deck, so. Goosenator, thanks again for gifting a sub to Dialco. Thank you for that gifted sub. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Guess I can still draw Verdict. Did I try out Spike's Cascade Bean list? No, I don't plan on it. That deck is just too toxic. I just despise decks like that. Maybe for a dono deck, but I'm not gonna willingly play that deck. All right, Supreme Verdict. I didn't board them out, did I? No. Supreme Verdict, please. When the verdict is supreme. Yeah, it's a broken deck. Will I willingly play Mono Green Devotion? No. In Modern? Maybe. Pioneer, no. You gotta pay me money for that one. Case in point, I'm playing Blue-White Control, and I have explicitly stated before that I would never play Blue-White Control. But I got paid to play it, so. Alright. Supreme Verdict, please and thank you. Supreme Verdict, please and thank you. Was this Jabber's doing? No, this was Jace Meister. Didge. If I had one more mana, I could Ending for 4 and draw into Verdict. But I don't have one more mana. Alright, game 3. What about Bean Devotion? No. No, you just want me to play Spike's deck with one random Nykthos in it. Which, I don't think that's a bad idea, but it doesn't drastically change the deck. I'm gonna keep this. I think. Any hand with this card is just like, it's so good. Like, this card plus lands is all you need. The rest just doesn't matter. Green mana. Alright, get my Triome. I would like to be new. Oh, was I supposed to play a fetch land that turn? I was, wasn't I? I guess it doesn't matter, because I can still just go fetch land and then do it for 2 next turn. So it's kind of the same thing. But I think I maybe should have played a fetch land there. I have to hope they don't have Cauldron here. I don't want to Subtlety that. Could just counter whatever they play next turn. 50% Bean Scam right now, and 50% people who will lose to either Bean or Scam. Yeah. The other 50% is people who think they have a good Bean or Scam matchup, and they are dead wrong. Dead wrong. Most of the time, they're dead wrong. Yeah, or the Mill players. The Mill players just, they don't even care. They always think their deck's good. I'll just pay if I counter that, so. Can we put Beans into Scam? If Grief costs 5 mana, we could. Just not gonna cast anything here. Alright, go. Now we can double Logic Knot. We won't get a card out of the second one, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we won't get a card out of the second one. I think Dredge is like finding it right now against those 2 decks. Against Bean and Scam? Maybe. I guess it depends on how much graveyard hate they have. Like, if the Scam deck has Leyline, I think you're not favored. Alright, we're casting Chord. I will counter your Chord. Need to get all blue sources so I can cast the second one. So we get Fountain off of this and Basic off of this. Then we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. X equals 3, draw a card. Dude, Logic Not draw card is so disgusting. It's just so ridiculous. Cryptic Command. Build your own Cryptic Command. Well, isn't that just the Zoo deck? Bean Scam Zoo. So, like, people have already kind of done that. With Bean plus Scam, at least. You just have to incorporate the Zoo stuff, because Scion does work pretty well with Beanstalk. And that's kind of like the best supplemental engine for it. Alright, I'll take 2. I'll take 2. Lrien Revealed. Go. Maybe I should have shocked there. Yeah, I think I actually should have shocked there. Because if I shock, I can go Counterspell, Cycle Lorien, and then Logic Knot for 3. That probably would have been a little bit better. Because now I can only Logic Knot for 2. And I have to Counterspell first. Okay, that's fine. We do need to answer these Young Wolves at some point. We need to find a Solitude. We can take like 3 or 4 more hits. It's not that big of a deal. But the chip shot could end up mattering. Like a binding or something. Probably gonna cycle the Lorien here. Sunfall's pretty good against the Yogg deck, yeah. Could see that. Kind of expensive, but I could definitely see it. It is really good against the Undying stuff. And it gets creatures exiled for Cauldron. I like it. Probably can only play 1. Ballista X equals 1. They have 1 card in hand. I think that's kind of an issue if they have Cauldron. So I should probably counter this. It would be unfortunate if their last card was exactly Cauldron, since I can only Logic Knot for 2 now. 4-1 Silent Storm, which was kind of surprising. I'm very surprised that deck did that well. Okay, just a pump. I mean, am I casting Lorien next turn? I think Subtlety was correct. Oh, just so I can block the Young Wolves? Maybe. I was worried that their last card was another Yawgmoth, because they still could have made it to cast it there. You know what? I actually think I'm okay casting Lorien here, because I have Subtlety. So let's just not cycle. We really need to find like a Solitude or something. So I think this is good. We can Subtlety whatever they draw. Ideally. Okay, ending Solitude, perfect. Don't need to Solitude now. So let's play Temple Garden tapped, pass discard Misty. Subtlety can't hit Chord. Yeah, that's true. If they draw exactly Chord, then it's awkward. But I think any other draw step and we're fine. I guess Eldritch Evolution too. So Chord or Evolution it's bad against. But like Yawgmoth, Grist, all that stuff is fine. Looks like just a Wall of Roots. Okay, this turn I think I made Solitude now. Yeah, I'm at a Solitude now. Okay. Get rid of this. Yep, all this is fine. Then we just pending this and hold up the counterspell. Now we're chilling. Couldn't I have ended a wolf? If I shocked, maybe it was worth it to shock. It might have been. But this is also fine too. Yeah, now we're in a commanding position. We could eventually just kill them with Subtlety or something. Delighted Halfling. I probably should counter that. Do I want a Binding or do I want to counter it? I think I want to counter it because if their last card is Force of Vigor and I'm Binding it, it gets kind of dicey. Could also Subtlety it. Maybe that was better. I kind of want to just do this, though. I kind of want to just do this. Again. I just want to draw cards, man. Go. Oh, we have a 1-mana binding up. Bro, we can eventually cast the Subtlety. It will eventually cast it. It's fine. We don't need to cast it right away. Like I'm in no hurry to get this game over with. We can't lose. There's no rush here. I got all day, man. I got all day. Yeah, we have won the game. And you know what? I think I don't have enough cards, so I think I don't have quite enough cards yet. You ever notice that Subtlety has a face? Does it? Where's the face? I don't see it. Where I play my land's turn? There we go. They're gonna concede before we cast Subtlety? Probably. Super League beat incident? What do you mean? Oh, when I deck myself? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not decking myself. Is Bean busted? Yes. I look. Spike's been telling you this all day, but this card is better than the One Ring, and that's a lot to say. It is a better card than the One Ring. Bro, the beatdowns. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not gonna Subtlety because they can resolve Cordify Subtlety, so I'm just not gonna do that. Yeah, I mean we are 2-0. We are 2-0. I need my cards. Do you think they tested Beans in Modern? Probably not. I don't think so. It feels really fucked up. Like, what a ridiculous card. That's this. I don't know. Go, Buddy. You can stop playing whenever you want. Whenever you want. It's just take your time though. Take your time. It'll be fine. As soon as you're ready, I'm ready. Yeah, it's really messed up with elementals. The face on Subtlety is mid-right. Mid-right. Like this little circle thing right here above my mouse. Like right there. That's not a face, bro. There's no way that's a face. I refuse to believe that that's a face. It's a bird. You're a bird. A dark spot above the cursor. There's no way that's a face, dog. I just refuse to believe that that is a face. There's simply no way. No. Just no. How much mana you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do 10 just in case. Just in case I misclicked. X equals 10. Yeah, that's not resolving. Alright, cool. Should I reveal the hand? Counterspell, Solitude, Lrien. Yeah, it's fine. I brought snacks. Original this time. No more toasty. No more toasty. Looking respectfully. No, not like that. Cool. It's not respectful at all. Cabal coffers. I am the snack. Hey, yo. Whatever you do, chat, do not buy the Italian or pizza flavored Cheez-Its. They are fucking rancid. Like, horrendously bad. I maybe should have just kept playing fetch lands, so they can't even field me. It might have been a good idea. Tomwa says, I came from another stream where the streamer was also eating Cheez-Its. Based. Everybody's favorite snack. Kind of unfortunate that we drew 2 basics against the deck that has 4 copies or 8 copies of Field of Ruin. A little sussed. You just can't beat a good Cheez-It, you know? Simply just too good. Go. Can we get some stairs? Everybody stare. Everybody stare. I need to save this for Karn. Like, how bad is it if I counter this and they have Karn? It's pretty bad, right? Yeah. Okay. Is there a reason not to cycle? Or are you good on lands? I mean, I'm definitely not cycling those. I have a million lands. I plan on casting this. I'm not going to Solitude in combat. I'm going to EOT Solitude. I have to take a lot of damage, though. I have to go... I have to just take 9. I guess the other option would be... God, taking 9 is really rough. What's the other option? Just untap planes, ending it? Yeah, that's probably better, right? Why do I need to take 9? Because if I fetch more basics out of my deck, then their fields are Stone Rains. Yeah, but I only have 5 total basics in my deck. And if I fetch the rest of them, then they have a bunch of Stone Rains. So it's like, these are making this really awkward. Could Wrath. I think I'd rather just Ending. I'm just going to keep chilling for a little bit. Let's do this. Play this a little more patient. And then if they have second Bowmaster, then I can maybe Wrath next turn. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to counter this. Also because I just don't want to have to fetch. Yeah, that is the worst case scenario. Well, fuck. Maybe if I counter that, they don't go for Karn. They probably do. They got the Huan Ring. Alright, well. Now we kind of have to make a move, right? Alright, let's fetch a bunch now. Let's just get the Triomes. Where's my other Triome? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wait. Where's my other Triome? Am I, like, missing something? Where did it get exiles? When did it get exiled? Oh, they blew it up earlier. Right. Okay. Forgot they blew it up earlier. Okay. Well, it's a little awkward. Yeah, they blew it up earlier. Right on time. Okay, so we can counterspell the ring and then play Solitude? Maybe that's good enough. They go for the ring this turn. Cast Solitude against my control opponents, they always have 3 counterspells. Yeah. That's kind of my experience as well. When I'm playing Coffers. Honestly, Wiener is probably just for Waker of Waves. I think that question also depends on how many other 1-mana Cascades or 1-mana Cyclers you have. Because you need like a certain density of 1-mana Cyclers versus the rest. I don't think I care about that. Alright, end of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will Solitude your army. Army has been defeated. Get that army out of here. You're gonna field me now? Alright, I'll float a blue. I got a basic. Kill your thing. So I guess their plan is to march here, but I can just counter march. Counter march on Zap Kill Karn. But then they still get to resolve the ring. I'm in a bad spot for sure. I did pause 9, yeah, I saw that. Thought that was pretty funny. Even though they were balanced, they're still probably really, really busted. Certainly not as busted. I could delve my entire graveyard away for Cling purposes, but I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm pretty happy if they spend mana on Cling. Overall, I think I'm relatively happy if that's their turn. Sure. Okay, I need a counterspell here. Or even just like a binding for the ring. Okay, kill Karn. So we can go play Forest, Lrien Revealed. Be good if I had another blue card. God, imagine we could just commandeer the ring. Oh my god. Okay, well, they're not going for ring this turn. I think that's a good sign. This is like kind of fine for me. Especially if I draw another blue card. Okay, now it's not fine for me. That's fine. Oh, so we just ending the Karn. Green, white, blue, black. And then hold up Logic Knot or Commandeer. If they play Ring, I think I'm going to snap Commandeer it. We tried the Beans Cascade deck. I have not yet, no, Wieners. I don't think I'm going to. I have Curd Bros. Thank you for asking. Hmm? I mean, is that good? I can copy their coding. Oh my god, I can copy their coding. Oh my god. Alright, I don't know if it's right, but I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it. This is what we call content. Content. Yeah, it does turn their ring off too. I beat Javier. Do I need to pay life? No. 2, 3, 4. So they can play ring, but if they play ring, then they can't use it, and then I can just get a Metamorph and copy their ring. Fuck! Well, that sucks. They're not playing ring this turn, though. Kind of weird. Why would they do this instead of playing ring? Can't punish them. I'm not going to play the Kaheera just to make them think that I have a counterspell, because they played around it last turn. They can't activate ring? Well, after they edict the card, they can. You know what I mean? That's a good draw. Binding? Hold on. I need to hold up white mana for binding, right? I guess we can hold up Temple Garden. I get punished for holding up Temple Garden. So I could have hit a counterspell. Go. Did pending ring. Did I have enough for pending there? I thought I drew the pending off of the Lrien now. Maybe I'm stupid. I could have sworn I drew the pending off Lrien, but maybe not. Okay, that's fine. We're still chilling here. We're bing chilling. Yeah, that one's not very good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 9 mana. I have to do a fetchable count. We need to do a fetchable count. Pool, 2 fountain. All the basics are accounted for. Pool, 2 fountain, Triome, garden. So what is not accounted for? Fountain, Triome, garden. So we only have pool left. It's our only fetchable. We have 1 breeding pool and that's it. Which sucks because I only have 2 white sources. So only having 2 white makes this really awkward. How do we have only 2 white sources? Because they blew up all my white sources with their fucking Field of Ruins. And I only have 1 basic plains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Pending is 4. Teferi is 3. I can go Pending, Ring, Teferi, Bounce, Shieldred, hold up Counterspell. I think that's where I'm at, too. Yeah, I like that line. Blue, white, this. Bounce the Shelly first. Kind of have to counter that, right? And just let them have the Shieldred. Yeah, I think we have to counter that. Think Verdict looking good. Well, we can't cast Verdict this turn. Yeah, we can't cast Verdict this turn. So let's counter this. Bounce Shieldred. Pending this. I have to fetch the Breeding Pool, right? Yeah, I gotta fetch the Breeding Pool. So then we go pending this. Green, black, blue, white. Oh my god, I should have played the Flooded Strand and done it for X equals 5. That was so bad. Ah, I forgot that I drew the land. Yeah, that was really bad. I could have just drawn 2 more cards. Yeah, I forgot that I drew the land. That was my bad. Chalice on 4 past turn. Just like draw 2 cards into the face-up Shieldred. I mean, thankfully they didn't replay the Shieldred. I am gonna Chalice on 4 now. I should probably leave up Counterspell mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw 2. Left up Counterspell mana, but not Binding mana. Okay, Chalice on 4. Go. I'm not going to cycle this. We can still win this game. I'm not even sure that we're behind that much. I mean, they have a bajillion cards in hand, but they have. I don't know how they haven't found a coffers yet. Unless they're just playing the bad version without coffers. That could be. Like, they've gone through half of their deck and haven't seen a coffers. But you wouldn't play Karn without coffers, right? Can they punish a hard cast? Well, they can punish a hard cast by me not being able to cast it. But this is fine. We can still Binding this. Okay, that still doesn't matter. Do I Chalice 2 first in case they have Bowmaster? I don't think so. I think we just do this. I can always Binding the Bowmaster. They just don't have the Bowmaster? Wow. Do we just pass on this? This is my only white source, by the way. Yeah, they can't Shelly. They can't Shelly and they can't Karn. They also can't Damnation. They can't Beseech. This cuts off a lot of their stuff. I think we just pass for now. Oh, right, I can't Chalice on 2. Or, no, I can, right? I can Chalice on 2. Is there a reason not to play Kaheera here? I don't think so, right? Let me just play Kaheera. MV would be 4. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. If I Chalice on 2, it would get countered. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. Fatal Push. How many win conditions do I have left? Are we doing this kind of count now? So, Typhoon gone. Solitude gone. I have 1 Typhoon, 3 Solitudes. Yeah, that's fine. I have enough win conditions. I think I do. Oh, I can't cast Solitude. Because I only have 1 basic planes. So it's only the Shark Typhoon. Can you stop? Alright, let's look at my deck list. Yeah, 3 Solitudes that I can't cast because I only have 1 basic planes. So it's literally just the Shark Typhoon. That's it. To answer your question, no, I do not have a... I don't have a haul. Yeah, I think we have to hardcast Typhoon. I think that's our only way out. Can bounce Metamorph, copy their Bowmaster. If they play one, yeah. I'm not going to play Lrien, because playing Lrien cuts me off of casting Logic Knot. I have no fetchables left. Pitch Solitude, binding it, then bounce it with Teferi. You can't binding your own stuff. What a weird game. What a very, very strange game. Clang doesn't matter. That's fine. Hey, that was a 4-mana card. Right, my opponent spent 4 mana on that, and it didn't get countered by Chalice. What's going on here? The funny thing is, they don't have an out to this Chalice, because their only out is Karn, but they can't Karn, because I have a Chalice on 4. So, like, I don't know how they win. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know I'm low on win conditions, but how do they win? Yeah, no one gets a win condition. We're both just fresh out. They deck me? Yeah, decking could be an issue. We have to find the Typhoon pretty quickly. How did we get Chalice on 4? I casted. 6 mana. Oh, right. Okay, but I can Binding that. That's not a big deal. I don't give a shit about that. Binding the draw. I'd rather save it until they play one of these big doofuses. Ideally, I was saving it for a Bowmaster. But we'll take this. That's interesting. So now I could actually I could Binding the Coding, Otawara my coding, copy their troll. The thing is, they have 7 cards in hand, and they have a bunch of marches. Like, it's so easy for them to just kill the troll, so I don't think that's worth it. I'm just going to do this. That seems bad. I kind of have to bounce some of these beanstalks at some point. Should I do that now? I'm not going to play the Otawara. Well, the reason I want a minus is I want to... They very likely have a march in hand, so I think I want to get my value while I can. I'm just going to bounce the Metamorph. Oh. That is a card. That is definitely a card. 13 cards in deck. Yeah, it's non-creature. So I guess what am I really stealing? Because all of their good non-creatures get countered by the Chalice anyways. We need that Typhoon. There we go. Okay, now we can play the Otawara, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw 2. I can't double Counterspell anyway, so I'm just going to Prismatic Ending one of my beans here. And then pass. Metamorph is a 4. Oh, you're right. Well, I mean, I can bounce the Chalice, play the Metamorph, then replay the Chalice. I could do that, but you're right. Chalice, Metamorph is a 4. That's a good point. But now I can just, like, answer my other Beanstalk and then just go crazy, right? So I'm guessing they're marching. They're clinging. I don't care about that. That's fine. I accept. I think we're going to be able to win this game. Question, if I Commandeer this, can I cast the other half of it? I think I can, right? We're going to find out. We are definitely going to find out. No? Well, I'm going to find out. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that I can. Whatever, it keeps my creature anyways. Commandeer is gain control, not cast. What was that, chat? What was that? What was that? What'd you say? What did chat say? You would need black mana? Well, you see, they have an Urborg in play. I'm gonna Logic Knot this. I'm just gonna do the full amount, I think, because I don't have any leather Logic Knots left. I'm just gonna do it for the full amount. Can return Solitude to hand? What do you mean? We can reanimate stuff? Oh, I mean, they have a Bowmaster and a Troll in graveyard. It's fine. Yeah, make a 24/24 Shark. That just gets Fatal Pushed. Yeah, that's not going to do it, Chief. That is not going to do it. They have push anyways. They kept the wrong Urborg. Keeping the wrong Urborg, huh? Cling this. Instead of putting a spell that was cast as an adventure into its owner's graveyard, as it resolves, its controller exiles it. Yeah, and I'm the controller of it because I'm gaining control of the spell. Like, why wouldn't that work? How did I get a 24/24? Logic Knot plus Shark Typhoon. It's the new Splinter Twin. I don't know if you've heard of it. Alright, what do we want against mono black coffers? Probably Celestial Purge, given that my opponent's playing a mono black deck. Stony Silence for the ring or no? Probably? Probably Spreading Seas too. What do we cut? Verdict? Chalice can probably go. I mean, Chalice was cute that game, but I think that was kind of an anomaly. Do I cut Solitudes? Is the question. Do we cut Teferi? The thing about cutting Solitude is they do have Bowmaster and Shieldred. So, like, maybe 2 Teferis, 1 Solitude could be good. And the other question is, do we want Subtlety? Subtlety is probably better than Teferi, right? Do I want Stony too? What do you want to cut for Stony? Stony over Subtlety, maybe? I don't think we need Spreading Seas since we never saw a Cabal Coffers. They had to have drawn if they had it. Maybe they held it in hand, though, distinction. Because the mono black decks with Karn, there's no way you would play Karn without Coffers. That's just insane. No, I think Commandeer is broken. They have Ring and Karn. I'm not going to cut Commandeer. I think 2 Purge is enough. We could do 2 Purge, 1 Stony. I'm down with that. Yeah, let's do this. Purge doesn't kill Ring or Karn, so it's really only good against Bowmaster Shieldred. I need to pick up my pace of play a little bit. I know I don't have green, but I'm still keeping this. I think it sounds good. Sure. She's spreading my seas till I'm island. What was that about no green mana? It seize my own great. Yeah, seize my own land. They don't have Bowmaster. They just don't have it. They just don't have it. Alright, maybe that play was loose. Perhaps that play was loose. It was face up. I mean, not really, right? Like, they didn't take the bean because I didn't have green mana. I don't think that was necessarily face up. See, it's spots like this where I kind of want Teferi. My brother in Christ. Okay. We cut the verdicts, didn't we? Yeah, we're just fucking dead this game. I think we cut verdicts. Yeah. Need like a prismatic ending or something. This one's gonna be tough to win. Binding would help. This is why I play red now. What do you mean? Red for what, like cast into fire? Upkeep Field of Ruin. I guess I can cast Subtlety now, but there's really no reason to. I'm just gonna get an island. Oh, for Fury, sure. Yeah, but that's just a different deck. That's not what's going on here. Okay, that might actually be a good draw. Because I can Subtlety and then Commandeer their removal spell, kill a Bowmaster. But this is the issue, is they have a giant army token. I think I have to let this go. They're going to take Commandeer, but I have to let this go. Actually, I could have Commandeered that, tried to take their removal spell, and then Subtlety ambush this. But if I do that, I draw a card here, go to 6, they make this 4. Then I play Subtlety, block here, I go to 1. I don't know if I can really afford to go to 1 there. They did take the Commandeer. Means they probably have a removal spell, but what you can do about that? Man block. Seems like I'm not going to be able to block. Yeah, we don't have any outs now because they have two Bowmasters. All right. Game three. Yeah, I just want all purges. The only way we can lose is if they have multiple Bowmasters. So I just want all the purges. I just don't care about the rings. We can grind through that card so easily. Subtlety seemed kind of mid that game too. Maybe we don't need all the C's. I could go down in a couple Spreading Seas and bring in a couple Teferis. Could also cut Subtlety for Teferi. I'm wondering if Subtlety is just a better version of Teferi. No, Logic Knot's really good with Beanstalk. I think you want to keep the Logic Knots. And also just, like, counter spells against their 4-drop deck, you know? Commandeer for Wrath. I'm not cutting Commandeer against the Ring, Karn, Beseech the Mirror deck. That's insanity. Commandeer is nuts against them. I think I'm going to try 2 Teferi over 2 Subtlety. I think I like Teferi better on the play. Yeah, Subtlety's really awkward against Bowmaster, because they just put it on top and cast it next turn. Hand's good. Hand is Gucci. No Thoughtseize is nice, too. I'm not going to cast that. I'm going to save that for either a Coffers or a Urborg. Or that, honestly. It's kind of awkward, though. If I seize this, they just resolve Bowmaster, so I'm just going to pass. I want to be able to answer Bowmaster here. Okay, they're not casting anything. Also fine. We need to hit our land drops, though. Yeah, Bant Beans. Really need to hit our land drops. I could cycle Typhoon, but again, they just Bowmaster me in response. Alright, never didn't have it. Okay. Just gonna get Island. Isla. Seize on Urborg. I kind of want to save it for Coffers at this point. Okay, well, if I'm going to miss my land drop, then I'll cast it. I'll target the Urborg. Because I don't want to miss my land drop. If I can avoid it, I don't want to miss my land drop. Okay, I'm just going to get 2 shocks. Am I even countering this? I mean, now that I've fetched, I kind of have to, right? Again, I just think it's so insane to play Karn and not Coffers. Like, what's the point of playing Karn if you're not going to play Coffers? It seems really bad. Get Breeding Pool. Yeah, I'm not sure if this was correct, but given that this is the line that I've taken, I kind of have to do it now. Yeah, missing on land sucks. Maybe they listen a little bit to Spike and a little bit to you. Yeah, they're subscribed to both channels. It's like half and half. Oh, look, Cabal Coffers. That's kind of crazy, though, that they played game 1 and they saw like 35 cards and didn't see a single Coffers. Voices. We did find a Binding, though, so it's not all that bad. Ooh, I guess the punishment for Seize Urborg is now I don't have a 4th color for Binding. That's a little awkward. They got Coding? Okay. God, that's so awkward. I guess we have to just we just have to pass here. Feels bad. I don't even want to Spreading Seas this, because it just gives them more mana. Field of Ruin my Fountain. Well, this works out perfect. I mean, I no longer have white mana, but I don't really need white mana right now. Get white mana eventually. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. That does nothing. White mana? White mana. Do we want to Spreading Seize the Cabal Coffers? Should seize a swamp. Seizing a swamp is a lot worse if they have a second coffers. Or, excuse me, a second Urborg. But it does cut them off more mana, right? I think it's a lot safer to seize the coffers. It's not bad. Second Urborg Legend rules. Right, yeah, no, but I'm saying they would get to keep the new Urborg, right? If I don't seize the coffers, they could just keep the new Urborg. Is the point. To do it for 2. X is 2. Please don't have Dark Ritual. Wish we had Beans. Yeah, I know. Beans would be a nice draw. Probably get a Shark Typhoon this turn. At least that's the plan. I have to let it resolve. They have to take Logic Knot at least. Sure. I can pressure this with Shark Typhoon, so if they downtick, then... Oh, they just uptick, right? Yeah, they just uptick. Alright. So I need a white source. It's the only white source I have left. It's gonna be a tough game to win. Need to find a binding. That works. Well, yeah, I can't really afford to target the card, right? I don't have a counterspell anyways. Karn just gets it back. Yeah, I actually think I have to kill the Karn. Or wait, can I? No, I can't kill the Karn, right? Yeah, because this can't fetch an untapped non-Bant source. Yeah. So I guess we just have to. Is that even worth it? What if I just made another Shark? You know what? I'm just going to make another Shark, I think. Could also cast Solitude. Yeah, I'm just going to play another Shark. There's no way they kept in Damnation. Need to kill the coding. I can let them blow up one more land. It's not that big of a deal. Well, maybe it is. It's been a tough game. Them having the Thoughtseize that one turn is kind of gross. My last white source. No, I have Triomes. I still have 2 Triomes, and I do have a Raugrin Triome. That's bad. It's really bad. Oh no, I have basic planes. Yeah, we can just get basic planes. Okay, so cycle Shark Typhoon for 3. Which does not kill the Karn still, but it gets close to killing Karn. They have March too. God damn. Tough. They kind of just had it all there. I mean, they had a lot of cards in hand, so. Found Binding. That kind of helps. I have to kill the Karn, obviously. I have to hope they're maybe out of gas. Can also maybe time them out. Ooh, they played an Urborg. That makes my ending better. Pretty relevant, actually. Sure. Don't care about that. Do not care at all about that. We're actually not in a terrible spot here. Well, we need like a counterspell or something. Oh wait, hold on. No, I should have picked up... I should have picked up Kaheera that turn. Fuck. Yeah, I definitely should have picked up Kaheera there. Because, like, they're not going to play around a counterspell anyways. They boarded in Leyline of the Void? Fucking deal. Okay, now we're not picking up Kaheera. Now I'm going to hold up Solitude. Yeah, Leyline jump scare, chat. Leyline jump scare, folks. 6/9 mana. You got it, Chief. I think I'm still winning this game. This would be a ridiculous game to win. Yeah, we in the biz call that a mulligan. Sure. You got it, buddy. I accept. Do I want to even seize their coffers? Probably. Yeah, I'll seize their coffers. I want to keep the Urborg in play because it turns on my ending. I'm going to leave the Flooded Strand uncracked. I think my only fetchable source left is the Zagoth Triome. Sheesh. That one's pretty good. Okay, do I Logic Knot this, or do I Solitude Pitch Ending? I think I Logic Knot this. No, I'd rather Solitude Pitch Ending. Yeah, so we'll let this resolve. I think I'm also going to take my extra card. Yeah, I'm going to let the Beanstalk resolve, just so I can take my extra card off Solitude. I'm taking 2 more damage here, but I think it's okay. It's pretty good, too. And then I'm going to Pending the army token. Didn't need to take the first trigger? What do you mean? We let Bean resolve, then Solitude. Isn't that what I did? Is that not what I did? Could have not let the ETB resolve. Yeah, I said I wanted to draw a card off of the Beanstalk. Wasn't that the whole point? Wasn't that what I said? Pretty sure that's what I said, right? And I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Unless I'm missing something. I could be missing something. That's fine. I do need to get this game over with. I don't know how many win conditions I have left. I don't think there's a lot. I'm just also trying to play faster. I'm really low on time. Kaheera. 1, 2, 3. Go. Probably should have cast the Kaheera there. I'm going to counter this because we can commandeer anything else they play. I know, they're lower on time. But I still want to try and play fast. Kaheera beatdown time. With Beanie to be on the stack, Solitude so they don't get the Bowmaster ping. This is kind of awkward. If I let it resolve, then I don't have Commandeer up. I think I should Logic Knot it and just hope to draw a blue card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Hope to find a blue card off this. And that's if they even go for a thing, you know what I mean? Like, they still might not go for it this turn. Whatever spell they have. And they drew the Commandeer, so Pog. Shieldred's Edict. Okay. How many win conditions do I have left? Do I have to counter this? Solitude, Solitude. How many Solitudes did I cut? So I have 1 Solitude left. Didn't bring in Subtleties, and I have no Shark Typhoons. So my only win condition is 1 Solitude if I let this resolve. We time them out. We're going to deck before we time them out, I think. I think I have to fight over this. As sickening as that is. I kind of hate it, but I think I have to fight over it. Go Teferi. Bounce Bean, maybe? I want to try and find a counterspell this turn. That's not a counterspell. So we have 10 turns, and I have 13 cards in my deck, so theoretically we can. Alright, Wisdom Shrew me with a Song Request. This has been a wild game. Karn, huh? Maybe we can time them out. Alright, Fortune Teller, in honor of seeing NN tonight. I'm trying to find it, but I don't know if I can find that song. There it is. In the queue, in the queue. Got it. What did they do? They got... Dude, I don't even know what they got. They got Sundering Titan. Well, that's bad. Where did I fuck this game up? I'm sure I fucked this game up somewhere, right? One, two, three, four. We have to find a counterspell for the Titan. By playing control. True. They only have 6 mana. Yeah, but I still want to try and find a counterspell. Didn't find a counterspell. Alright, kill Karn. You can't win anymore. I can. I can play Solitude. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, the problem is we're just going to die to the Sundering Titan now. Solitude draws cards. Yeah, I can answer my own Beanstalks, though. This game is very winnable. Yeah, I know. It probably was. I'm sure I made mistakes. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to deck now. This game definitely was winnable. I don't know. I have to go back and watch. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm sure I did plenty of stuff wrong. Maybe I can time them out. I mean, I'm not going to time them out. They have 236 left. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think that I could have won that game, and I probably should have won that game if I wasn't just stupid. I don't know. This is kind of why I don't play Control. I don't know exactly where I went wrong, but I'm sure I could have won that game. Thank you for the Prime sub. Chat, if you have an Amazon Prime account, I don't know if you knew this, but just like Trick933, you too can subscribe to the channel for absolutely free with that Twitch Prime, and you don't have to watch any of those pesky ads if you do so. Thanks again for the Prime sub. Clear the Mind. 2 blue, target player shuffles their graveyard. If that was an instant, I'd kind of be more into it. Burn, huh? What's our burn matchup? I think it's more important to get... No, I need white mana, right? Instead of beans. Because I need double blue as well. White Sun Zenith, or White Sun Twilight. You mean White Sun Zenith, right? Unzid played one at the when he won the showdown, the secret lair thing. I think he had one at his sideboard. No lands. Monk ass. Skull Crack resolves. Chalice for 2. Sure is. If I had more lands, Mikey, that would be a good plan. I want to use my mana here because I might want to play Teferi next turn if I rip a land. Kind of counts. Oh yeah, Binding Up. Draw lands. It's a good suggestion. I think if we had some more Prime subs, I'd be more likely to draw lands. I think that's how that works. I have 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I think I have to draw a card here. Actually, wait. What if I uptick Teferi with the intention of bouncing Chalice next turn? I think that's good. Maybe not, because they're probably just going to deploy 2 2-drops here. They're just their hands all 3s. Okay. That is not bad. I'm trying to think. How likely is it they even have 2-drops in hand? They definitely have 1-drops, right? Like, if they had any amount of 2-drops that turn, they probably would have just went 2-drop plus Skewer, right? So there's just no way they have 2-drops in hand. That's just not possible. I think I'm going to Tef bounce nothing. Try and find a plains. Go. Needed a plains there to be able to play Solitude. We played the Hammer deck in Pioneer a while ago, but do you remember how that went? Did it feel alright? It got a little bit better with Kellen, but it's still missing. It's still missing consistency on actually being able to equip a hammer. That's the biggest issue. There's just not enough cards that equip a hammer. Add cat? What do you mean? Wait, they have no spells in hand? Okay. I guess is their hand all ones? I'd be surprised if they had a Searing Blaze in hand. You mean you wouldn't be surprised if they had Searing Blaze in hand? Yes, that's true. That is a very valid point. But if they Searing Blaze, I can Solitude my own Shark token, right? Do you think they have double Searing Blaze? I can't really beat double Searing Blaze anyways, right? They can't respond. Well, okay, here's the situation. They crack fetch, Searing Blaze my Shark token, I Solitude my Shark token, go to 6, go to 3, and then I die to a second Searing Blaze. So I lose the game if they have double Blaze. Yeah, they definitely have it. Again, I can't play around it, but they definitely have it. Yeah, I'm at 3. Yeah. Oh, okay. Game 2. Subtlety bad, Metamorph bad. Definitely want Purge. And I think that's it. Shark Typhoon's pretty bad. Can maybe trim a Verdict, probably. Yeah, maybe I want all the Verdicts. I guess we could shave one Commandeer. Yeah, it's true. It wasn't Searing Blood. Or Searing Blaze, rather. Spreading Seas? Do you really think Spreading Seas is good against Burn? Also, what do you want it over? I wouldn't say it's insane. I think it's fine. Like, you can cut them off of casting Searing Blaze, Boros Charm, stuff like that, but I don't know if it's... I wouldn't call it insane. Like it over Wrath? Yeah, I just think that... I don't like that. I disagree. This hand is not good. Not good. To 5 we go. Oh well. Multi-5 in a bad matchup. It's how it goes sometimes. That is how it goes sometimes. I don't think I'm going to Subtlety this. I'm just going to take a hit. Virtue of Loyalty with Clover and Smitten Swordmaster. Yeah, that does sound pretty good. Yeah, Snap Nodding whatever they play. Insta Logic Knot. Yeah, get it out of here. Get out. Get out, not my house. Not today, bucko. I'll even just let them kill the Teferi. I just want to bounce the kind of tempo them. It's pretty good, too. Okay, second Light Source is nice, because we can start hardcasting Solitudes. 4 Guide, 4 Swiss Spear, cuts Eidolon Vortex. I don't think they would cut Vortex in this matchup. There's almost no way they would do that. I should have picked up Kaheera there. Guess I can represent a counterspell this way. I mean, they miss land drops. They're not going to play around counterspells. Flashy Knights are also great with hair pumping them. Yeah, that's true. The hair is nice. I like that card. Pollen Shield hair. Why do you have to cut Gigantha? Oh, because of the second half of the adventure is double white, right? Yeah, yeah. Let's get this. Because the Strand's going to get basic planes. Not bad. Not bad. This game looks winnable. Boros Charm. Everybody in chat, take 4. Everybody in chat, -4 kick W. See, the problem with Burn is that it's just a little too good. Just a little too good. You take 4. Guess what? Take 4 again. And then while you're at it, take another 4. I don't think you've taken 4 enough today. Guess what? Take 4. Mosswood ties the room together. Yeah, Mosswood's good. I'm just gonna cast this now because they don't have Searing Blaze available. Can you take 5 instead? No, just 4. Only 4. You fool, now they have Skewer. Oh, that's actually a good point. I should have fetched on my turn. You're correct. Okay, they didn't do anything. Combat. Skull crack me. Yeah, I know. I could Solitude in response, but that seems kind of loose. Okay, your turn. Hopefully they play a creature this turn. They're not going to. Ancestral Time. I kind of want to hold up second Solitude. I think that's a little bit better. It's like also a lot better if they have Searing Blaze. Although, there's no way they would keep in Searing Blaze, right? Yeah, there's no way they would keep in Searing Blaze. Why no add Kaheera? They kept in Searing Blaze? When I have 4 targets? My brother in Christ. Why would you do that? What? Why would you do that? Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. Yeah, Burn players just built different. Yeah, sure. The sick part is I'm still going to lose this game. I think I'm still going to lose this game. I could buy Kaheera and hold up Logic Knot. God, I really am still going to lose this game, aren't I? After my Burn opponent gipped in Searing Blaze when I have 4 targets. Ah, man. It's true. They're going to have to play a creature at some point. Their deck's full of bad cards. I refuse to believe that there is a card in their sideboard worse than Searing Blaze. There's no way that's true. That is 100% not accurate. Yeah, I'd rather have Sanctifier. It's a 2-mana 2/2 is better than Searing Blaze that has 4 targets. Burn players keeping in Searing Blaze. Challenge level impossible. Alright, we'll put up a 3-2 prediction. I gotta restart the client real quick. Where are my beans, man? We need them beans. Fridays are always short streams. I usually go for like 4 or 5 hours because I go to F&M on Fridays. And then I think the plan Saturday is to do... I'm going to stream late Saturday because I'm doing commentary in the morning. So I think the plan there is do NRG commentary in the morning, and then we'll do the Pioneer Challenge Saturday night. And then Sunday, we'll do the morning stream for Pioneer. Maybe Pioneer, maybe a little bit of Legacy too. Yeah, NRG Indie is this weekend, so if you guys want to watch, I'll be doing some commentary on Saturday. Looks like hammer time. Blue-green. Kinda just want white mana. What time am I doing the commentary? First thing in the morning. That was a good draw. I guess I'm leaving myself open to Stoneforge a little bit. Our opponent appears to not have a second land. That's ill-advised. Can let them have this for a couple turns. I just want to draw lands. Keep hitting land drops. It's modern this weekend, right? NRG. I think it's modern. I should probably find out because I am doing commentary. It's Pioneer Saturday. Oh, so the main event's Pioneer. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'd honestly probably rather commentate on Pioneer at this point. Yeah, okay, so Pioneer Saturday and then the Sunday is the team trial. Yeah. I guess I'll counter this. I want to get second white for Verdict. I could Commandeer it. I get a lot of these Verdicts just kind of chilling over here. Ornithopter. Cycle that for Triome, I guess? Because I don't really want to draw Triomes. Loving the Logic Knot. Yeah, Logic Knot is also cracked with Beanstalk. That's happened a couple of times where we just have a Beanstalk in play, Logic Knot for some amount, and then just kind of go ham. Logic Knot for, 3 or more. Just go off. They are going for it. I was thinking about taking a hit and verdicting, but I probably should just do this. This seems to be a little bit... They targeted the Ornithopter, right? Yeah. It's probably better to do this. Just not take a big hit. Although if they have a second hammer, we're kind of in a bad spot. I guess we can pick up Kaheera and still represent Counterspell. Hopefully they just play more creatures into the Verdict. That'd be ideal. Inkmoth Nexus. Uh-oh. That's bad. 10, so we got a 1? 1 is not very many life. I mean, thankfully we have the Verdict, but being at 1's going to be kind of sus. At least they have Inkmoth Nexus and not Blinkmoth Nexus. Alright. Kill your shit. Go. You ever just been at 1 before? I have. Can confirm I've been at 1 before. I don't know if this matchup is good or bad. Feels like it should be good. I don't know. Anybody play this matchup a lot? I don't have a lot of experience with either of these decks. Aldra complete. I am completely dead. It's pretty bad for blue-white. That kind of makes sense. It's really hard to trade efficiently with a lot of Hammer's cards. Because they're just so cheap. And they just, they make you have an answer every time. Just dead to the Cauldron. Yeah, Sentinel is kind of a nightmare. Subtlety, not very good. I guess we have Stony Silence and Spreading Seas, potentially, for Urza Saga. Just commandeer it. How are we commandeering it? I'm confused. I imagine Chalice is good. What am I supposed to cut for Spreading Seas? Do I even want Spreading Seas? It's good against Nexus and Saga. I think I need it for Saga. Cut Counterspell. Really? Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. No, I don't think you cut beans. This kind of makes sense to me. I'll buy it. Oh yeah, Commandeer's bad too. True. Could play one Counterspell, one Typhoon, one Subtlety. Subtlety seems really bad. Let's play one Counterspell. Haven't you heard of Jack? Jack's got the beans, alright. Jack definitely has a lot of the beans. Bro, come on! Where's my lands? My verdict in Christ. I mean, I'm gonna keep. This hand's like weird as hell, but sure. I think this card's good against them. Yeah, this deck probably should have a Hall of Storm Giants. I think Carmen had one in her Super League deck list last night, and it made sense. Card's good. Hmm. Definitely still playing Chalice first. I'm just thinking about what lane I want to get. I'm just gonna Plains, right? Alright, go. If I 3-2, I gotta register it for FNM? No, 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 no. You're gonna mail me the deck? Yeah, but all of your cards are in Japanese, and I don't know what any of them do. Oh, does that mean they have the enchantment, right? Forge anew? That's what that means? Forge anew, huh? I didn't pay because I kind of wanted to get a tap land this turn. Maybe that was bad. I wanted to get the Raugrin Triome. Might not be worth it. If you're ever in Moscow, I'll fix you up at Void for FNM. I don't have any plans on traveling to Moscow anytime soon. This verdict about to go crazy. Crazy-ish. Possible Wasteland variant to try and keep 4 or 5 color decks in check in Modern. Pay 2 life, exile this, and target non-basic land. No, come on. No, 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 no. Even at 2 life, Wasteland is still ridiculously broken. What'd they get? A Nettle Cyst. Okay, let's Binding and pay. Leaving up Raugrin Triome. Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna let them keep the stupid Sentinel around for a little bit longer. Just get this. Play it tapped. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. They don't have a third land. That's good. As soon as they do find a third land, though, we're kind of dicey because we kind of knew that they had Forge anew because they played Hammer into Chalice on turn 2. So we can safely assume they do have Forge anew. Maybe I should have just... Oh, no, I couldn't Verdict last turn. Yeah, I couldn't Verdict last turn. Let's go Bean, not pay. So I can hold up Logic Knot. I don't really care if they get a bunch of cards. Kind of just vibing. Wasteland, pay 2, play Death Shadow, hold up Stub. Yeah, no, we don't want that. You just don't want... In general, you just don't want cards that go after lands. They're way too good. Dude, Logic Knot goes really hard with Up the Beanstalk. Snap countering that. Insta counter. Look at this. I'm going to counter their spell and draw 2 cards. Counter your spell, draw 2 cards. Like, what is this? Yeah, I'll pay. Oh, I'll pay. Play Legacy if you want Wastelands. Yeah, but no Wastelands in this format. Come on, guys. Get out of here. Yeah, you guys think this Beanstalk card is pretty good? Yeah, kill your Esper Sentinel, draw 2 cards. Just normal Modern things. Oh, they don't want to play anymore. They didn't even need to see the Spreading Seas. Is Bantalk allowed here? Only if you're suggesting banning everybody's pet card. And then you could talk about bans. So whatever your pet card is, if you suggest something to ban, it has to be that card. Except Crashing Footfalls. It's the only that one's we don't count that one. All right, it's fine. Ghost Quarter and Modern, please and thank you. Somebody want to tell? Does somebody want to tell 4 Asphalt? No, anybody? I saw somebody typing in Spike's chat today. What was the card? They were like, "Man, I really wish this card was legal in Modern." What was the card? And then somebody was like, it's this card's actually just legal." I don't remember what it was though. It was pretty funny. Fuck. This is not good. No, it was something else. It wasn't Upheaval. I don't remember what it was. It was some really obscure card. How do I get a Mana Traders discount? P Dunaway, exclamation point, Mana Traders in the chat, and that will get you the link that you can utilize for a nice little discount on your first couple of months of service. There should be a command for it. Was it Upheaval? Okay, maybe it was. What'd they get? They got the Nettle Cyst. This is not a good spot to be in. I certainly don't think I can play Beanstalk this turn, can I? I mean, I guess I could. And the next turn, I can go fetch Zagoth Triome, play 2 1-mana bindings. The other option is just go fetch Temple Garden, binding. But then I can't Bean Binding next turn. This is really awkward. I think we just have to pass here. It feels bad. Cauldron has haste. Yeah, but if they just put in Cauldron, I'm just going to Binding it. Like, I'd be pretty happy if their turn is put Cauldron to play. They also got Nettle Cyst, so I don't think they have Cauldron. Okay. Just going to pass. Just beating 2 Sagas is impossible with this deck. Alright, new plan. New plan is kill this. It's not a great plan, but it is the plan. And then we can go untap Bean Binding. Bean Binding. Okay, that's fine. Is there any... That's not a bad draw. That's actually a pretty good draw. I think I'm going to pass. Just hold up the Binding. It's possible to beat Saga if you play Dress Down. Yeah, this list is not playing Dress Down. We have 4 Spreading Seas on the board, but it's like... The issue with Spreading Seas is it's kind of time sensitive, where if you draw Spreading Seas after they've already activated their Saga twice, it's like your Spreading Seas just doesn't do anything. So maybe there needs to be a split of Spreading Seas and Dress Down, even though you do make your Tron matchup a lot worse if you do that. Yeah, White March is good against Saga. That's true. I can see that. So we are making a token. Do I Binding now? No, I think I wait. Waiting is bad if they have Surge. Yeah, that was going to be the plan, Mikey. Maybe I'm just playing into Surge too bad by doing this. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have waited. Because now I'm just going to get Surged. We've certainly nodded our logic. So now we go Crack for Plains. Need to find like Solitude and White Card. Well, now there's no reason to Binding main phase, right? Because we have Teferi in play. So now we can just pass. You can see how they attack first. This would have been a lot better if I had just played around Surge. A lot better. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Surge. I thought that there was maybe a chance that I could, like, bait them into going for it, but there's just no reason for them to go for anything when they already have 2 constructs pressuring me. So I think that was just, like, a misunderstanding of the board state. Oh, they just have Pure Steel Paladin. Edge. Alright, I kind of threw that game. Although, I'm trying to think. So what would have happened... What would have happened if I had killed the other Construct token? So let's assume I play around Surge. If I cast... So if I play the Binding before they resolve the Saga last turn, they have one less Construct, pick up Binding, main phase Binding, kill the other Construct. Then they go Float Mana, Hammer. They wouldn't be able to kill me that turn, right? Because they could go Float Mana, get a Hammer, play a Hammer, tap this, play Paladin, but they wouldn't have an attacker that turn. So yeah, I would have probably won that game if I had just played the... Well, I would have gotten another turn. We would have drawn Solitude. Yeah, I probably would have won that game. Alright, good beats. Well, lesson learned. Again, this is kind of... I don't play Control, and I think you can probably see that in those games. Good deck. Definitely a good deck. I'm trying to think if there's much I would change. Again, I'm not a Control expert, so I really am not... It's kind of hard for me to speak on what exactly I would change from this particular deck list. But, yeah, cool deck. Beans, cards broken. Good. Beans broken. Throat is so sore.